Hey, Vault Dwellers, welcome back to the Vault. Overseer 22 here. Today we're reviewing StarCraft, one of the OG RTS games, so real-time strategy games, and how it can work as a digital game-based learning is it has a lot of functionality that I've covered in the other video as well. This game means a lot to me because I reached into the top 200 in the world with StarCraft. It and it truly is one of the first RTSs that was just really exploded on the world stage, and it can be linked to the beginnings of esports, uh, just because it became so popular in Korea. So the Koreans had some of the best StarCraft tournaments, and they still do. They have amazing teams, and unfortunately, I'm a little too old to have those fast twitch fibers to stay competitive with those guys. So RTS, the real-time strategy game, it definitely helps in higher education and the military with its critical thinking, strategies, uh, and the critical thinking is important in this particular game because it's happening real time. So it's not turn-based. You don't have time to think about the choices that you're going to make. You have to actually keep making them, and with the fog of war on, you can't see your enemy, so you don't know where your enemy is at, how it has advanced. You can see here on this particular video, I'm playing the Terran right now, and I have to develop supply buildings in order to complete uh, more SCVs that mine the resources, and so resource management becomes a pretty key part of this game as well, where you have to manage all your resources. So I think this is effective for strategic planning, tactical decision making, resource allocation and efficiency, and competitive analysis and adaptation. So there's three races that you could play in the game. You have Terran, which are human-like, and then you have Protoss, which are like an advanced version of humans, like maybe humans 5 million years in the future or something like that, where they take the arcane and the AI and all that, and they come up with this being that's pretty celestial. And then you have the Zerg, which are hive-like, and they're all interconnected. So their thoughts go out to uh, all their minions and stuff like that. But playing them is totally different. And learning the strategy to play all three of those takes a lot of critical analysis and strategic planning, because how you advance those civilizations through the game uh, is different for all of them. So you could pick the Terran where the bases actually lift off and you can move them to a new spot to gather resources. The Zerg, you have to actually grow this field of goo that your buildings can be built on. Otherwise, you can't build buildings as Zerg. And Protoss, you have to create these force fields that also act as your supply base and increase your count, but you have to build those, and your buildings have to be in certain distance of those, and those are gateways that allow you to beam in your building from your home planet, so to speak, with the game. So a lot of strategy, and it takes a couple of years to uh, interconnect the games, and how to really be good at one or the other. And the cool thing about this game is you could also do multiplayer with later versions of it and updates, so you could play against other people, or you can play against AI, or you could go into competitive matches. There's a lot of folks out there who have designed different maps to work from, and some of those are super fun. Uh, but the biggest innovation in the game itself was how to develop a rush. So, what's the fastest way to get soldiers or combatants into the enemy's camp? and locate the enemy's camp as quickly as possible. What's the fastest way to do that? And the ultimate mission of the game is to collect as much resources as possible, advance your race as far as you can, and conquer the map or the world, so to speak. So later on, they also develop storylines to go along with the game. So in order to learn how to play the game, they develop these campaigns. So you could take that race on a campaign, and you have to achieve certain things throughout it in order to learn and advance the campaign, right? So it definitely can educate you on how to play the game itself without actually having any prior knowledge. So the playability is really well, especially when you do the campaign. So you do the campaign for all three races, and then maybe you go into some death matches with other people, or you could even team up. So that's another cool feature about it. So it also teaches collaboration and teamwork and stuff like that. So you can do like 2v2 or 4v4, or maybe you and a friend against two AIs, or maybe in my experience, you need two people to beat one AI. So maybe three can beat two, but typically the AI is a little faster than most players. The people who are in esports and play on those teams are definitely fast enough to beat the AI one on one. But that's StarCraft. Again, one of the OGs, and StarCraft 2 definitely enhanced the graphics, and StarCraft 1 has been remastered since then. So really good game, and I think it has some off-the-shelf compatibilities with digital game-based learning. So, all right. So for now, I'm out. Go Steelers. We'll see you next time.